Alright, hi everybody. It's time to show all of you our layout and where it's gotten to at this point. Here's the story. Originally, my son and I were building an N-scale layout, and I got this geography in our attic, which I'm sure is hard to tell. It's probably about 10 feet wide and about 10 feet deep, but it's a cutout because it's in a dormer. And for an N-scale layout, it was massive and it was awesome. However, we scrapped the N-scale idea halfway through the project and switched to HO. And the reason we did is that it just became, we're really into operability, and it really became difficult with the small little N-scale trolley buses and slot buses that we had, as well as the trains, for the kids in particular. And so we scrapped the entire project, sold it all, moved to HO. And the table, of course, had to remain, so that's why everything is completely crammed in here. Certainly not prototypical, but provides for a lot of fun. And although it's not finished, as you can tell, there still is a ton of scenery work to be done. I thought I'd show you all what we have. So now there are 3 levels. The lowest level is actually down here. As you can tell, this was originally for the N slot bus. Or no, sorry, the N subway. I'm getting everything mixed up. And the trains went all the way underneath and back around, just on the outside, so that I could have access to them. As you can tell, there is, you might be able to tell, there's PVC piping on the back wall that I thought was kind of a creative use of that to try to replicate Chicago subways. As of now, it looks more like Chicago Wacker Drive with the HO slot car track there. So that's the lower level. The main level is, you can see here, there is an upper level in the back corner that for N-scale was built so that we could have the ski lift done by Eheim and Brawa, but we ended up, again, scrapping that. So now it's just a raised area which has some gas stations. We've got, the cool thing about this layout, I think, is that there are multiple ways that people can participate. We have slot cars, there is train, and there is trolleybus. And I'm going to try to show you all 3 of those things, as well as some of the other things that function on the layout right now. One thing you will note is that things are not consistent. Nothing works as well as you'd like it to work. But this is an HO slot bus by Faller, making the rounds and working pretty well, actually. I'm going to scoot underneath so I can show you a little close-up of some of the other things. Some of the other cool things we have on this layout are fountain, why is it not working? There we go. Can you see that? Water actually coming out of the fountain there. We have the working garage where the doors swing open. Okay, Brawa Trolleybuses. Let's hope this baby works. Well, a little bit of an Oftentimes it stops right around here. Oh, it made it through. Alright, so that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Now, ideally with these Brawa Trolleybuses, what will happen is if I can get these switches working right in here, the buses will pull over, and there's a special switch. We have an accident here. That will, so we're in. Oh, sorry about that. Now let's see if we can drive out. This is our collection of buses. Got more in the bus station here. There's a couple other cool things. We have the Faller container terminal. Let me show you how that works. You can tell we got operating streetlights too. come back underneath. We have the Faller container terminal. If this works right, it's very cool. Let's see if we can get it over in position. And drop it down. Oh, look at that. Now, make a long haul back. Now we can either move the truck or we can move the entire crane. How well you can see that. So let's move the crane. Nice. Oh yeah, baby. So that is pretty sweet, huh? Let me drive off. Oh, wrong direction. And one other cool thing we have is the manual ramp. Now this one I haven't been able to get working too well. The idea is that you back into that device and it lifts up the cargo. Well, sorry, it didn't work too well. Alright, this is the auto loading ramp. This is very cool if it works right. So let's flip the switch, see if we can get the bus to drive up. Yeah, look at that. Sweet. I gotta turn this off. And then we get our little, whoop, going the wrong direction, but you get the idea, the train pulls away. And then also in the back corner, there's the same thing, so the train can back up and unload the cars that way. One last thing, we have a American Flyer coal dumper. Allows our train to get a load of coal. Like I said, we've got some operator issues here, reliability issues, but it's getting better. Lastly, we have 3 crossings, railroad and street crossings. 1, 2, and then the third one is right here. And the goal is to have working crossings that are triggered by light receptors. And I've purchased those, but have not installed them yet. A couple other things, we have the Route 66 motel. That's a little tribute to the United States. We have a working oil pump that still needs a little more work. There's also going to be a conveyor belt right here loading the coal. And I think that's